Guys, for anyone that doesn't know, my name's Corrina Young. Before you switch off the message and say, oh, here she goes, she's asking for something or she wants something, this message isn't about that. It's just about myself and how and where we are today. I'm 51 years old. My partner's called Neil. I've got 3 children, 2 beautiful grandchildren. I'm very passionate about helping the homeless and vulnerable and anyone in need. I set up this project 2 years ago, but prior to setting up the project, we did used to do something every year to help the homeless and vulnerable, whether that be donate some money to a shelter, hostel, deliver a food parcel to someone. So I've always been passionate about helping those that are in need. How I got to this stage where we are today is 10 years ago. I was working, my partner was self-employed. We had a massive house, huge mortgage, like most people, load of bills to pay. We thought we were okay. We had some savings in the bank, and we was plodding along nicely, like you do. And then out of the blue came, Neil found a lump in his testicle. We went to the doctors, and it all happened so really quick. So we went on the Wednesday evening when we went. They examined him and they referred him to Leeds Hospital on the Thursday. They diagnosed there and then that he had a lump in his testicle and he was diagnosed with testicular cancer. On that Friday after, he had the testicle removed. Then the following week he had a full body scan, only to find out that the tumour, the main tumour, was in his stomach and it had travelled down to his testicle. It was a complete shock. You know, he wasn't ill at all. There was no symptoms. There was no signs of him being poorly. He's 6'2", looks like Phil Mitchell out of EastEnders. You know, we wasn't expecting what was going to happen next. Neil was on chemotherapy for quite a few months, and he ended up giving up his job. He was self-employed, so he couldn't work. He was really poorly. In that period of time, we met some amazing people, absolutely phenomenal people that were going through the same situation as Neil was. Richard Joy and Gaynor Joy being a couple of them. We also got friends with quite others that unfortunately weren't as lucky as Neil, and survived. Neil's now in remission. But as I said, he was on chemotherapy for quite a few months, and in that period of time, I had to reduce my hours and Neil had to give up work. So we got into financial difficulties. We couldn't pay the bills, etc. We were struggling for money, food, we got rid of the cars. And I remember someone saying afterwards, oh, you had everything and you lost everything. No, what I lost wasn't important. What we gained was Neil's still here. He's in remission. They said the chances are the cancer would come back because they've only shrunk it and it's dormant in his stomach. So there's always that at the back of our mind. But through family and friends and the support that we had, we were able to get back on our feet and start again and continue on. Now, what that made me realise is that this can happen to anyone in any situation. As I say, we had savings and we used it. We had to. We was in financial difficulty. And that's what I'm so passionate about, helping people where they know they've come across a situation through redundancy, relationship breakup, ill health, anything that makes them vulnerable and puts them in that situation where they need help and support. And you know, it changed our lives completely. Not only did we have to deal with the cancer, we had to deal with, you know, the situations that come with being in financial difficulties and not, you know, needing the support from others. So then I looked at life completely different, you know, and I'm sure most people do that's been in any situation regarding any illness, ill health, where, you know, you've been struggling. So a couple of years ago, I decided to do something for the homeless and the vulnerable around about Christmas. So it was a Christmas meal and I wanted to do it for 100 people, which we did do, purely done by volunteers and people that donated food to us. And then after the meal, I realised that there's possibly a need to do more, and there was a need for people, you know, that out there that needed support. So I looked into it further, and then a bit of research highlighted that, you know, on the days that we do our meal on a Sunday, a Monday, a Tuesday, a Wednesday, a Friday and a Saturday, there was nothing out there for them to get an evening meal. So if you were desperate and in need of food, there was nowhere around about that you could go. So 2 years ago I decided to do the meal on a Sunday, which was amazing. We set it up, all volunteers, food donated from general public and local businesses, and it's just developed from there really. And the increase in the need that we researched led us to opening the cafe on the 1st of May. And as you all know, and there might be some confusion over the remodelling, etc. of the cafe, but I'm sure as time goes on and plans are, you know, made public to you, you know, a lot of things will become a lot clearer. What it has taught me is that from then to now, the journey that we've been on is incredible. We've met some amazing, phenomenal people, and that's people that have walked through the door of the cafe needing help. That's people that have helped us, donated in any which way, form. And when I put posts out, and I know some of you are going, oh my God, she's doing a post again, and I'm asking for something for someone, it is for someone else, it's never for me, and I have no problem with that at all, because I just want to help as many people as possible. I couldn't do this without the support of everyone that has helped so far and that will help in the future. Now, my journey's been up and down, like, you know, most people's journeys in life. And if my journey ends tomorrow, I can't thank everyone that's been on board, my family, my friends, everyone that supported us in, as I say, any which way, whether it's just a nice comment on Facebook, or you've donated, or you've come and helped out, you collected. You know, as I say, I can say thank you, that's amazing, that's great, which I know a lot of you go, oh, she's at it again. But this is from me, from the heart, to say thank you so much for everyone that supported. And as I say, if my journey ended tomorrow, the amount of people that we've helped so far, you know, over 550 emergency food parcels, going on 6,000 people that we've fed, and that's only since the 1st of May, since we've opened the cafe. You know, bearing in mind we were doing the meal prior to that every Sunday. And I know you're going to say halfway through this, oh my God, she's waffling on, and I'm going to switch it off now. But again, this was just a message, a personal message to send out to everyone, just to say thank you from me and all the management team and everyone that supported from behind the scenes as well. Thank you.